her husband's case and their family's fight for justice for Victor. Please welcome Shekinah Ortega.
My name is Shekinah Ortega, and I'm here on behalf of my husband, Victor Ortega, that was killed in June 4, 2012 by a San Diego police officer, Jonathan McCarthy. And my case is very similar to the cases that you see around all across the country, only that there wasn't a video camera. And so an officer can accuse a person of, reaching for their gun, or, they were in fear for their lives, and with absolutely no proof to back that up. And as a community, as people, as citizens in San Diego, I think that we should be concerned. We should be concerned when police could do whatever they want to and not do a proper investigation and just brush it under the rug because it's the police. I don't think that it should be tolerable that we should just accept anything that the police say that happened and don't and look at it, and especially when it doesn't add up or it doesn't make any sense. It shouldn't be fair for just a police officer to say, well, this is what happened, and the police investigate their own case and say this is what happened, and then turn it over to the DA, and then she says, well, this is what they said what happened. I don't think that that's fair, and I think that, just like in Baltimore, how, people weren't accepting of that. And I think that people, the same cases all around the country are just like the ones in San Diego also. And I think that we need to, what do we do? Like, what do you do when you know that something's right? Don't you try to fight for something that's right?
Yeah.
Continue to change something? And I think that San Diego needs a major change with their police department. I think that the only way that that change is going to be met is if we let the district attorney know that enough is enough. You're not going to sit here and not investigate a police officer, their story is not even accurate. And I think that we need to fight for what's right, and we need to say something. And this case, Victor Ortega's case, should be a concern to San Diego. Yeah. I say no more killer cops. And the question is, how do we make a change, and how do we do? What's the next step? What do we have to do to get a fair, proper investigation for people that are killed by police officers, instead of just, whatever their opinion is of what they think that happened. So I'm just here to let everybody know that it's a struggle with me and my family, because people could look at this case, but when it's a loved one, somebody that you don't see anymore, and for nothing, he should be here right now, and he's not. And so I'm trying to fight for him. I'm trying to get justice for him. I think it's going to take the community to back me up too, because this is not just a Victor Ortega situation. This is a situation for all the stolen lives, and God willing, it won't happen to nobody else. So I'm up here for justice for Victor Ortega, but I'm also up here for justice for all San Diego citizens, because just as it happened to Victor, it can happen to anybody. As long as nobody's not saying anything and is not questioning the police for what they're doing, it's going to continue to happen. So my question to you guys is, what are we going to do? What's going to be the next step? What do we have to do to get people to look at these police cases and have some concern, especially when the case doesn't match up, when the things don't match up to what the officer said happened. So I'm Shekinah, and I just want everybody to stay tuned, and you can look up on the Justice for Victor Ortega site on Facebook, or you can find me on Facebook, Shekinah Ortega, and that's it. I just want to let everybody know that I'm here and I'm fighting for justice, and I'm not going nowhere. I don't plan on going anywhere until justice is met.
Yes.